medianoche quiero ver si tú me quieres. Todo que falta, yo mendigo tus placeres. A medianoche yo te pido un solo beso, solamente un solo beso.
This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
Hey, what's happening, folks? It's your man, Mastermind. Welcome to the Indie Show. You know what it is. One time for your mind. Is it just me, or did September just get up and out with no issues? I'm talking about they didn't even say goodbye. September was like, deuces, I got something to do. I like it with my months to handle their business and just get up out of town. You know what I'm saying? They don't linger. Ain't got a whole bunch of drama. I'm looking at you early 2023 and all of 2022 and 21 and 2020. October. Come closer. Act like you got some sense. It's time for the Indie Show. All things indie.
Hey, yo, that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastermind.
The Indie Show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by Mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The Indie Show with Mastermind.
Yes. One time for your mind, two times the movie spine. It's the hip hop and show stopping, fat phone dropping, massive. The wheels of steel. It's your man, Mastermind. And welcome to the Indie Show, all things indie. Look at here. We had a spectacular September. Thank you to everybody that showed up and showed out in September, and to the folks that was looking forward to our guest, Jonathan Spencer. He is doing much better. He called out sick, but we're going to reschedule him at some other point. I don't know if it's going to be this year, like in December, or the top of the next year. I am booked up, people. We booked and blessed over here on the Indie Show. So only time it's a problem is when someone calls out sick, and I'm just like, who can I run to? Who can I call? I'm over here like Escape. I need some help. Talk to me. I'm your host, Mastermind, and this show is unlike any other podcast that's out there, right? Because secretly, this is a late night talk show. That's right. Most podcasts have you sitting around just talking, hey, and in 1987, the social economic conditions of the Western world. Yeah, we don't do that. No. We have fun. It's entertaining and enlightening. I showcase indie musicians and I spotlight entrepreneurs. And then sometimes celebrities stop by and we have lots of fun in between with games and music. It's a beautiful thing. And look who's in the building. One of our favorites. That's all right. Get it started with Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
And Hello Neighbor, one of the first things I do, I have to show love to our fans, especially our platinum viewers, our indie insiders. If you watch this show and participate at least 3 weeks in a row, we're gonna put you on a platinum plaque. You see it. Shout outs to Jay Kales. Jay Kales is in the building. Heath Gunn. Shout outs to you, Heath Gunn, and much love and prayers up to your wife, RC. Hope she gets better soon. Nadia Nicole, and if Ozzy and JC, don't tell them if they tap in tonight, if Ozzy and JC tap in tonight, they're going to be putting on the plaque next week. All right. I want to shout out to the folks over at Video Vibes. They put the vibes back in music videos. You go to ejanellc.com every week. You can see all the music videos over there. They show love to us. I got to show love back. We family. So some of the videos you see over here might end up on that countdown. You dig? Speaking of countdowns, let me show you guys what we have coming up this month in the indie show. All right. So today, you guys are tapped in because you want to know about NBA, music, basketball, marketing, all that kind of good stuff. So we have David Strickland in the building. I'm not going to hype him up too much because he's going to tell you everything that you need to know. All right. Next week, we have R&B singer Terry Remsen. She is going to be in the building. She has a Las Vegas show called All Motown, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. So she's going to be in the building on the 17th. So that was the 10th. October 10th, Terry Remsen. October 17th is the first official episode of Mastermind TV. And what we're going to be doing is showcasing all the music videos from all of our We'll Be the Judge of That champions. All right. So hopefully they can tap in, and, you know, we may even have some photos or some pictures or some commentary from our indie insiders. You never know what to expect. It's our music video show, Mastermind TV. And then on the 24th of October, we have the start of the NBA season. So I had to have a basketball coach and mentor, Marquise, Coach Kiki Hicks. He's trained a lot of ballers that are in the NBA right now. So it is going to be a good look at all things NBA at the beginning of this month and at the end of this month. You want to know about Halloween? I'm going to be trick-or-treating with my baby. Understand that. Mastermind. Let's go. JS1. It's about
yes,
time
sir.
for I wanted to say it's time for Previously On, but we didn't have a show last week.
No, sir, we didn't.
Yeah. Before I go on, shout out to you. Thank you. The voice you hear is my homie. He holds me down. He is the man that brings VVCLife.com to life. And he's my executive producer, the one and only JS1.
Yay! All right, that was enough. All right, yep, we here. We ready to get it going, man. I missed the show, man. We got to get back to, bringing the flavor. Let's put the sprinkle and the magic in it.
You know what I'm saying. Hey, folks, this is the time of the show where you need to tell a friend to tell another friend. Go ahead and tap in vvclife.com. I'm going to have a great show. It's always fun live, and watch it live and join us in the chat room because the chat room is interactive.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you put in the chat room, we're going to put it on the screen. The more you interact with me, the crazier, more fun this show gets, especially for me. I get hyped the more I see y'all comment. All right? That's what's up. And if you like to sponsor this show, you can. You can leave donations. You can sponsor us. You can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/VVCLife. And there are different tiers on how you can sponsor this show. And I must say, the deals that you get for sponsoring this show are rather awesome. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's time to introduce our guest. I hope you guys like basketball. I hope you guys like marketing. I hope you guys like music. My guest tonight, the word on the street is he's one of the people responsible for bringing the Toronto Raptors to the city of Toronto. We are blessed to have this man in the building tonight. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The one and only Toronto Raptors OG, David Strickland.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's happening, sir? How you living? Welcome to the Indie Show.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm living good. I just spent a weekend with AC Earl and Jimmy King, a Fab Five, and we did our song live. And more than that, we talked about all the cool things we're going to do together in our business. And so, yeah, I'm an OG Raptor. I was in the room. I shook David Stern's hand on the presentation that won the franchise. I was not an owner, but I'm still best friends with the original owner. And, I've done a lot of cool things. I've been in music. I've worked in the beer business, sponsored the Rolling Stones and Bowie, went on the road with them, did all the marketing for Steel Wheels for the Stones, and got a platinum record for that marketing job. And, just been around a lot of cool things. And we got back to this OG reunion, and a miracle happened, and an amazing song came that was really about family and brothers that fought a war together before everything was a big corporation, people that came together because they were family. And that's the beauty of this song. It's authentic, man.
This is awesome. Okay, I see you. We got a lot to talk about. You hit us upside the head with a lot of stuff that we're going to have to dip into real soon. But first, see, this show has a lot of different segments to it. And the first segment we're going to do is called Elevator Pitch.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm having a very small malfunction.
And I threw that. It was perfect. I was just like, elevator pitch.
Oh, yeah, that was the perfect. No, you killed that. The transition.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful show. So elevator pitch, you have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself to not only me, but the audience out there. All right. So JS1, hit us with that intro.
Who the hell do you think you are?
13 rules. Oh, you ready for me to go?
Oh, yeah. Just a second. We're going to get.
All right. So in today's elevator pitch, you have 30 seconds to pitch yourself to not only me, but the audience out there. Make it good, but there's no pressure. All right. Because if it's terrible, I'm going to have to say, thank you so much, David, but I'm going to have to let you go. It was great talking to you. All right. But no pressure. You got this. I know you do. You shook hands with the man, David Stern. So I know a 30-second elevator pitch should be a breeze or not. This is what we live for, because I've had a great 10-second elevator pitch and a horrible 60-second elevator pitch. So good luck. JS1, you ready?
Excuse me, in my throat. Been talking a lot. Okay.
All right. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go ahead.
I'm going to give you 4.3 million reasons to listen to my song, 13 Rules, because that's what that 13 Rules, written by Dr. James Naismith, sold for 13 years ago. I was born on the day James Naismith died. Sheldon, the singer, was born on the day he was born. This song was meant for us to sing. We're going to create an amazing company, sponsor women's sports, and we are going to make people bump.
I'll allow it. Good job. All right, man, this is crazy. We are blessed to have you. Okay, we're about to do it today. Look, ladies and gentlemen, David Strickland with 13 Rules is in the building, talking music and basketball marketing, all that stuff. Sir, you have passed the test, and so we're moving on to the next segment. This one is called New Phone, who this?
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
All right. In new phone, who this? We're going to give you 10 rapid fire questions. The only rule is you have to keep it 100. Answer it to the best of your ability, but just keep it 100. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Let's go. JS1, kick it. Do you tip for carryout meals?
No.
I can't look. My guy, he gets way more money than I do, and he does not tip for carryout meals. Neither do I. Kindred spirits. I can dig it. Let's go. Next question. What 70s, 80s, 90s TV show would you reboot?
Wow. Oh.
That's right. We asked the great questions over here.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one. You know, so many jump the shark, right? Like it's once they jump the shark, it's hard to want to reboot them. You know that, right? Fonzie jumping over the shark, and well, yeah, man. So it wouldn't be Happy Days, even though you know what it'd be. I Love Lucy, but that's weird.
I Love Lucy. Okay, that's a good one. All right.
Comedy.
Do you have it? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but how would you cast it?
Oh, I Love Lucy. I think I'd put, the woman in Yellowstone, that Beth in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I'd make her Lucy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Yes. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Oh, dude. I like this guy. Next question. When eating out, do you sit with your back to the door?
No. I want to watch people.
There we go. He likes to watch people. All right. Next question. Does punctuation or the lack thereof bother you in text and tweets?
It does. Yeah, it can.
So do you respond back to people and
no, I don't fire rockets. I just tell them, like, you gotta keep me up to speed here, dude. You can't leave me hanging.
I got you. I don't like it myself. Next question. How do you like your wings? You see the flavors, and then I also want to know drums, flats, or both.
Hot, both.
Hot, both. Okay, keep it simple with the classic hots. Okay. Good stuff. And if you are in the chat room, you too can comment. I just put it in the chat and I'll read it. This is a very interactive show. We're all here together. All right. I love you guys. All right. Next question. What's your favorite go-to sandwich? Tuna, grilled cheese, fried bologna, or peanut butter and jelly?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Does it matter the type of bread or cheese?
Yeah, cheddar. No, it doesn't matter the bread.
My God. All right. Next question. What's the title of your autobiography?
13 Rules, man. It's pretty obvious with that one. I'm doing a movie.
They're doing the movie. Okay, yeah. I see. Look, we got more to talk about. Look at this. All right, next question. Which award would you prefer to win? The Oscar, Emmy, the BET Award, the SAG Award, or the Image Award?
Why is there no music awards on that? That's not fair. That's not a good list. How about?
It's definitely not a good list for you.
I'm going to write in my own Grammy. A Grammy.
There we go. Got you. Grammy. Get this man a Grammy. Big shout outs to Ejanae LLC in the building. I see you. All right. Next question.
This is the one.
All right. I have to set this up. This is the question I ask every guest. This breaks up friendships or creates friendships. So take time when answering this most important question. JS1, the question. Sir, how do you like your grits? Cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, and butter. You can pick one or all of the above. You know, you can mix and combine your answers.
Yeah, I say butter, salt, and pepper.
Butter, salt, and pepper.
Yeah, I figured.
My guy. All right. So, are you from Canada?
Yeah, but I was born on the Detroit River, so I don't know.
Okay,
I was
because
I was really born on the river on a hospital south, of course, of Detroit.
Okay. I asked that because I've had a few Canadians on the show and they don't eat grits. Sometimes they act like they never heard of it, and they tell me that I can't purchase grits in Canada.
No, yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, it's kind of no. They wouldn't call it that. There might be some places, but few and far between, right? It's just not. No, I love food, and when you grow up, especially in the 1960s, like in Windsor, and you're south of Detroit, and you're not. I didn't grow up without a basketball team. I had one. They were the Pistons. I didn't grow up without a football team. I had one. They were the Lions. Now, that's a hard one, but now it's okay. It's good again, right? And there was a baseball team. And like the first baseball star I met was Fergie Jenkins, man. Like 20-game winner 3 years in a row for Texas. African Canadian farmer, lived near me, right? So, I grew up in a part of like auto part of Canada, right? Working class. We had a hoop on our garage. I don't think it was regulation. But, and there was someone across the street, and we used to play hoops like across the street, right? We'd like go to their driveway as one end and then protect that and then go to the other and then run across the streets and hope that cars didn't get us in between. So that's...
So I've been to Windsor before. The first time I visited Windsor, it was on Canada Day. All right. So growing up in Windsor, was it one of those things where you were just crossing the border all the time, all willy-nilly, just because you could?
Yeah, shopping, school trips. When we won the Little League, we were part of Michigan. Like, it just was all connected because it was just the community was connected. We were just on a map. We looked just like Flint, right? We didn't look any different. Windsor was the same. I was closer to Tiger Stadium than most people would ever be. I've been in that building many times. Well, it's not there anymore.
That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. My man, he passed the test. Put your hands together for David Strickland. So we are having ourselves a great time today. So we're gonna move this thing along. And one of the things we like to do on this show is showcase indie artists. And today, our whole theme is about showcasing and spotlighting all things 13 Rules. And two of the artists that's on your 13 Rules song happen to be in the studio with us.
Yeah.
So I want to introduce the artists. We're going to get to know them a little bit. And JS, rock with me. When I talk to these artists, I want them to answer a couple of the questions, all right?
All right, got you.
My God. All right, so the first person I want to bring to the stage, it goes by Sheldon Universe. Sheldon, come on down. What's happening?
What's up, brother?
Nice to meet you. Before we get into it,
We got
JS1, play my theme music.
Play your theme
Or
music?
we'll be the judge of that.
Gotcha.
Court is now in session.
Court.
Hey. Yes. So it will be the judge of that. What we do, we have 3 indie artists.
Okay.
And we'll play the music videos from each indie artist. And our audience gets to vote for their favorite artist. If an artist wins 3 weeks in a row, they get to be on the cover of our next mixtape, and they get to be in the hot seat, kind of like David. They get their own episode that's built around them. But today, I just want to spotlight you and the other artists that's going to be on 13.
Yeah, I need my brother.
Yes, we're going to go ahead and bring him in too. Ladies and gentlemen, Fab El is in the building.
Bow. That's my boy.
Rocking the shirt. I see that 13 Rule shirt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and unmute yourself. There we go.
We good? We good?
We good, gentlemen. How y'all doing today?
I'm good, brother.
I'm so
Uncle Dave,
happy.
what's up? Sheldon, what up?
Happy to have y'all on the show. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir. What we doing? What we doing?
What we doing is getting to know each one of you guys. All right. So, Sheldon, I pulled you up first. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Musician, performer, human being. Just a person that loves to share joy, make people happy, bring people into the music world, just like how artists that before me brought me in, like Michael Jackson and all those great acts that were to follow in the years that I've been alive.
My God. Fab El, talk to us. Who are you?
I mean, same thing as Sheldon, man. I feel like I'm just a pure artist at heart. I've been doing it all my life, rapping, dancing. Right now with the 13 Rules thing, you know, this is giving us a big platform to work off of. So look out for some more music and more art on the way.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question to both of y'all at the same time.
Okay.
What made you want to get into music? I'll let you go first, Fab.
Well, maybe, honestly, it was a natural thing, man. From I was 3 years old, from the time I got my Michael Jackson zipper jacket, the beat jacket, and I was running around the house dancing, like, it's just a natural progression, man. It's a natural thing. My dad actually played the drums, and my mom has always been in the choir. I grew up in the church, in the Baptist church, so I was always around music. Older cousin had his hand in hip hop for a little while. Older sister always played music around the house, very musical house. So, I mean, it's just a natural thing, man. Natural thing, you know?
All right. All right, Sheldon, talk to me. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. I was born into a family of musicians. They're all musicians. Grandfather, my parents, uncles there. So it's always just been around. There was never any other thing that I thought I was going to do from the time I was born till now. It's never gone. It's literally always been music. So I don't know anything but music. It's pretty much all I've been doing all my life. So I sometimes I always question if there wasn't music, what would I do? I don't even know sometimes. Yeah. So, but the funny story is me and Fab met, and the first day he met me, he's like, yo, do you like music? I'm like, yo, music's my life. And that's
literally how we met. That's literally how we met. Yeah.
That was our friendship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad I got y'all on the screen at the same time. It's all love. I can feel the love. All right, since I can feel the love, I want to put you guys on the spot. All right. And we haven't really got into David's story yet. So I want you guys to tell me, what does Mr. David Strickland mean to you?
That's Uncle Dave, man. That's Uncle Dave.
Flowers live on this show. Go for it. All right.
Okay.
Sheldon, you go.
You want me to go first? Mine's short.
Go.
Okay, go for it.
I haven't known Dave for that long, to be honest with you. It's been like 3 months. But he's like an uncle, man. I call him Uncle Dave. He is, excuse my cough. Dave is an inspirational character. Dave brought life to me when I wasn't sure if I want, not that I didn't want to do it anymore, but I wasn't in the headspace to go as hard as I'm going right now. So yeah, man, Dave brought something out of me that hopefully, I mean, is going to benefit all of us, because I'm right now, like I said, with the platform that we have, I'm going hard. So I would say for me, in the short time that I've known Dave, I've listened to him talk. He has a lot of stories. He seems very well seasoned with a lot of important people. And I think he's a great leader. And not only am I allowing him to lead me, but I'm walking with him as a partner as well, man. Much love, Uncle Dave. Yeah, man.
Yo, you gotta love that.
You brought the family.
All right,
on.
Sheldon, it's on you. What you got?
You brought the family on your show, brother. Yeah, no, we have connected so amazingly from the beginning. David leads with his heart. He leads truly with his heart. He's got a pure soul, and everything he's doing is coming from such a good, genuine, authentic place, and that really tells in everything he does. All his decisions are coming from a good, honest place. And I connect with that because I'm a very big supporter of authenticity and being real and who you are. So that's where I really connect with David. And then the whole music thing just is like the means to what we're doing. You know, I met David. David came to me with like such a grand idea and all these dreams and things that he thought about. And at first you go like, this guy's crazy. What's wrong with this guy? This guy's gonna try to do like what you want to do all this. But then his mind, he's so driven, and that he stays so focused on the positives and what can happen.
Yeah.
That it doesn't give anything else a chance. There's nothing else in like he's so focused on that path that nothing else will come in that way. So with that attitude, it's inspired me to stop looking at all the other. It's so easy to get distracted by everything else. And you're like, oh, this is, but what about this? And what about just like, boom, we're on that path. That's where we're going, nowhere else. And that's how I could describe David. It's very leading with his heart, very focused, and very genuine and authentic.
All right, I see it. All right, look, I had to do it to you, Uncle Dave. I had to do it. All right. So, JS, while I have these gentlemen, before we start playing their music videos, I want you to throw 3 of our new phone who it is at them. All right, randomly, let's choose one for Fab and Sheldon.
Oh, I got one right here.
Let's go. In spades.
Oh shit.
Which is the big joker? Is it the big colorful one, the small black and white one, or the 2 of diamonds? I'm looking at y'all. I play spades.
Yo.
So,
you want to answer this, Sheldon?
No, I don't even know. I have no idea what the
So
hell.
listen. You have to remember you're talking to Canadians, right? We're talking to Canadians, eh? So you guys are talking about grits before. We don't do grits like that, fam. We don't do grits, and we don't do spades. I'm being honest with you.
That's 2 problems right there. That is 2 problems. Look, I'm calling Canada tomorrow. I'm saying, yo, Canada, I need y'all
This
to
guy
get
got his
some
Tim Hortons cup.
grits and win.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is very Canadian, mad Canadian right here.
What is that?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
No, Tim Hortons. I heard of Tim Hortons before. It's some in the United States, but we gotta get y'all some grits. All right.
You know,
no spades. Got it. Y'all play spades. What?
Not to cut you, but we have a lot of Caribbean people up here. So the closest thing I would say to grits that we have, and a lot of Jamaican people will know about this one, is cornmeal porridge. It seems to have the same type of
with the porridge.
cornmeal porridge, man.
3 bears? Well, no, man, we're not doing porridge. We're eating grits with
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
butter. Look, all right, I got you. Y'all fam know. I'm gonna let that slide. Next question, JF.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see.
Let's make it good.
Do
you back into parking spots?
Every time, yeah. All the time.
That's the only way.
Man, a drive.
Really?
How you mean?
Those guys
As a driver,
backing
as
up
a
into
driver,
the parking spot.
as a-
Yeah, as a driver.
Is that oatmeal? No, it's porridge. It's what the 3 bears and Goldilocks love to eat at different temperatures. All right, look, that's how they get down. Look, I got you. Last question. Look, these guys are cool. Who's the best on bill? The original Daphne Maxwell Reid or the Bel Air version? Now, I know y'all live in Canada, but y'all got to get.
Oh no, we know.
There we go. All right.
The original is the one. That's the one. The first Aunt Biv, the heavily melanated one. I have to say, that's the one.
Yes.
You love that when she was when she was trying to be a dancer. That you love that episode, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
All
I
right,
do.
Sheldon.
Yes, I do.
I can go with that. I'll go with the same. I definitely liked her attitude. She was way more. She was the right fit for that.
She was the real one. She was the real one.
Yeah.
David, you agree?
Oh yeah.
All right. I see you over there shaking your head. All right, gentlemen, that's what's up. I got
What's
to
the
know
Bel
you
Air
guys
version? I don't even know what the Bel Air version was. What was
I
the
don't know what
Bel Air
that is.
version?
I never watched it.
was the Bel Air
That's the new one, right?
That's the new one. You get
All
a
right.
chance, please start watching that one. It is good.
Okay, I
When
gotta
comes
check
to
it
the
out.
Reboot, it is really, really good.
Okay.
All right. So now I want you guys to introduce your music videos to the world, all right? Because we love spotlighting music videos from indie artists. Fab, I'm gonna let you go first. We got a video. Tell us a little bit about the video.
I believe you guys have a video called a song called Levitate.
Okay.
The content of this song is basically like,
Oh, nice.
yeah. It's I did it a few years ago. The concept is very conscious. It's letting people know that, you know, when you put your best out, when you try your best at something, it takes you higher, hence levitation. Letting go of whatever struggles you've been through, whatever pain you've been through. Like Sheldon was saying about Dave focusing on the positives. You know, it's kind of in the word, like levitation, meditation. I speak a lot about that in my music. I try to be as holistic as possible and as conscious as I can, because my whole goal is to inspire people to be their higher self, you know, to be the best version of themselves. So that's pretty much what this song is touching on.
Nice.
Word.
So Levitate.
Yeah.
Waking up to this reality can sometimes stop us from wanting to dream. In our pain, we try to bury it as a way to try to escape this reality. We are all a created image within the divine imagination. And as above, so below. As within, so without. We have the power to create our own reality through our own divine imagination. No matter the situation, keep moving, keep dreaming, keep imagining. Meditate, breathe. Let the spirit guide you. To levitation.
I feel so awake and I just might levitate. Feeling my greatness on me like every day. All of my pain, I'm just gonna bury it. And sip on this drink till I get very lit. I'ma keep rising until I'm gone. Rising and shining, I'm in my zone. Vibing and riding out to my songs. I'ma keep rising, I'm in my zone. All the way up, I'm gonna stay up on this frequency. Call your mayor for your city, I'm gonna need a key. Say a prayer, hold a meditation peacefully. All I'm saying, I'm just trying to taste what freedom be. Bad bitches feel my frequency, they freak for me. Mad just be on the E and want the D from me. I'm a king, now break that thing down to a T for me. But all I need is my queen bee who sees a G in me. What I'm trying to be, that's the higher me. I ain't trying to fall, what I'm trying to get her. Get your glow up till you go up to your heaven state. I feel woke up, man, I'm woke up. I'm so woke up that I feel so awake and I just might levitate. Feeling my greatness on me like every day. All of my pain, I'm just gonna bury it. And sip on this drink till I get very lit. I'ma keep rising until I'm gone. Rising and shining, I'm in my zone. Vibing and riding out to my songs. I'ma keep rising, I'm in my zone. It's an energy. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Feelings heavenly. It's the vine. It's the vibe. I focus mentally. I feel alive. I'm smoking medically. Getting high. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. Say that shit with conviction. You get aligned. Get aligned. When you stick to your vision, you get them signs. Get some signs. Bringing shit to fruition like I'm a mine. I'm a mine. Fountain of youth. I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime. See a mountain and move it with my mind. With my mind. Get your glow up till you go up to your heaven state. I feel woke up, man, I woke up. I'm so woke up that I'm so awake and I just might levitate. Feeling my greatness on me like every day. All of my pain, I'm just gonna bury it. And sip on this drink till I get very lit. I'ma keep rising until I'm gone. Rising and shining, I'm in my zone. Vibing and riding out to my songs. I'ma keep rising, I'm in my zone.
That's right. Put your hands together. Levitate. I see you, fam. I see you.
Thank you for playing that, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you.
That's a good look. Hey, that was a well-produced music video.
Yeah,
really. When it was starting out, I was like, yo, this looks good. And then, so everything about it, I look, especially on an indie level, I appreciate any and everybody that goes hard, do what they can with the budget they have.
Yes.
And that was fire.
I just give a little bit of a backstory to the video. So
go ahead.
We did it completely independently. I went out and bought a camera. This is for anyone that's watching that, needs inspiration and needs, to hear some words of motivation to get stuff done. You want to get stuff done, do it yourself. I went out and spent stacks on camera equipment, bought everything myself. I got a friend to shoot that video. So I'm directing, as I'm being shot, I'm directing it. I put the whole, the whole storyboard together. And I didn't say before, but the point of the video is you could see that I'm playing a homeless guy in the beginning. I sit down to meditate and I go into my imagination. So the video is taking place within my imagination. And that's the message. If you can imagine it, you can manifest it. That's the whole thing behind the video. So
yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
That's so
great
cool.
job. Thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you.
I am so happy. Wait, hold on. I'm so happy that you guys just played that song. I am so happy. More than I don't even know. You guys know I've known him for so long, and to see him get to play, I'm just so happy that he's getting to show who he is aside from everything we do. Because I'm just I know him just from as friends growing up, and to see him show that creation.
We brothers, man. We brothers.
I know, and I'm so proud of you, brother. Yeah, that's such a great track and a great video, I'm so happy that they got to. I didn't even know they were gonna play that song. I'm so happy. That's so wicked. Nice.
It's what we do, man. This is what we do. Look.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah, we spotlighting indie entrepreneurs and showcasing indie artists. It's what we do.
Thank you.
We're about to get into this interview with David Strickland, but before we do that, Sheldon, I need you to introduce this video that we're about to play of yours.
What are we playing? The
Poor
Boy what it is.
Okay. So Poor Boy's kind of the same. Nowhere so mindset is kind of what I was pitching at this one as well. Is I've been caught between working a 9-to-5 job and living the dream of I've been doing this for so long. I've traveled. I've already toured as a drummer. I've been around the world performing. And now as an artist, I'm I should be making it by now. It's I'm kind of just frustrated that I'm not there where I think I should be, and wanting to give my significant other everything I have. So I wanted to give her the great everything. You'll see in the video there's some kind of faces. You'll notice them. They're kind of familiar, but essentially they're to represent my thoughts of looking at me going you should be doing this and I just pulled a lot of strings to make this happen. It was definitely on a string budget, but it looks like it costs a lot. You'll see.
Yes, it does. Already. The screenshot right there. I was just like, that's budget right there.
It's not budget. I promise you.
It's
just,
good to have friends.
I have a lot of friends.
I see you, Sheldon. Let's go.
All right.
I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song. Always looking at the owners of these houses with the nice cars and beautiful spouses. Wondering to myself how they make it. Did they earn honest livings or did they fake it? Say the more money, the more problems we got. Well, I must be rich, but I sure don't have that spot. Trying to be a stockbroker, not stay broke. I keep it real while these others try to stay woke. I should have made it by now. We should be laughing out loud. Did it wrong, don't know how. We got played, I got lost in the crowd. I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song. I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of songs. I remember when you told me I could be the best, and every thought I dreamed was gold like a treasure chest. When I was young, I used to play the drums, breathe rhythm like it was air in my lungs. And now I'm older with a purpose in my head. They say time is money, but I think it's love. If I had $1 million to be that poor boy, I hope you understand. I should have made it by now. We should be laughing out loud. Did it wrong, don't know how. We got played, I got lost in the crowd. I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song. I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song.
Man.
I'm just a poor boy living.
I see you getting your George Michael on.
Just a poor boy living with a heart full of song. I just wanna cherish you like Madonna, give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy.
I'm looking forward to hearing y'all hearing this 13 Rules song now.
Give you everything and do nothing wrong. Don't set a price on this love that we got. I'm just a poor boy living with a heart full of song.
And after that, thank you. After there's so much more I want to do after seeing Fab's what's his name's his video. I'm so inspired by you, Fab. Like that video, like I didn't even want to show my video after watching your video.
No, man. No.
Like,
nah, bro.
After I saw your video, I was like, here comes mine. And
Sheldon, I appreciate that, but you know how I feel about your work. You know how I feel about Poor Boy.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same vein. There's not the same vein. It's the same arm. You know what I'm saying? Like the narrative is very close. The sound is mastered, bro. You know, it's an honor for me to work with you, man. And I feel the same way.
In the chat room, they love it. They love both of y'all videos. Easy man, he wants the helicopter.
I need a helicopter.
This is dope, man.
This video is tell a great story. Both of y'all. I am so happy to have y'all on this show. And if y'all come out with some new music videos, please come through.
Oh, we're working. We're working.
Debut here, be a part of. We'll be the judge today. Be in the contest so you can get your own episode. Whatever you want to do, it's all good, guys. If y'all want to stick around and be a part of this interview, I'm gonna put y'all can stick around because I would love to chat with y'all a little bit later. but it's time. I need to focus on my man David.
That's
so
right.
We'll put y'all back in the green room, but just be ready. All right.
Thank you.
It's all good, brother. All right, we're gonna pay some bills. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Society is breeding a new kind of criminal. It's also breeding a new kind of cop. Meet Cobra. He does the job nobody wants.
Did you use unnecessary deadly force?
I used everything I had.
Do you know you have an attitude problem?
Yeah, but it's just a little one. You think you would recognize me if you saw me again?
The tall one?
Yeah. The one that wants to kill you.
Do what you have to do to get a lead on this maniac.
And if I find him?
Do what you do best.
Stallone is Cobra, the strong arm of the law.
New merch. Let's check some pieces out. Let's go. I got my indie show. You know what I'm saying? Indie show merch. Mastermind on my back. Indie show on the front. Yeah, buddy. Indie show. That black nerd merch. Huh? We in the building. You can get this right now. $25.99. You know what I'm saying? It's called that Darth Vader nerd. Let's go. This is all my dudes that love the pod, that's in that media game. You know what I'm saying? Active Potter. Huh? Got that Active Potter. Bam. Backside. Active Potter. Let's some more black nerd merch. Look at that. Man, I'm giving y'all classic stuff right now. You know what I mean? Tap in. The official Black Nerd podcast t-shirt on with the logo. You know? And look, we got them black nerd ingredients right there. So cop your merch right now. Tons more. I got more designs coming. I just ordered a couple of pieces because y'all thought I was bluffing. We got tons of merch. Over 40 different designs. Support right now. VVCmerch.com.
There it is. And you said it. It's David Strickland with me, Mastermind. It's time for one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
David. They love you, Uncle Dave. They love you.
Me. Yeah.
That says a lot for who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna dive in. This guy from Windsor, making dreams come true from people all over the world. Let's just start with, how did you get in the room to be a part of the crew?
Yeah, you know what?
Let's go ahead and start Toronto Raptors.
Man, I could go, it depends how far back you want to peel this onion. My uncle was my best friend, and he was in the Second World War. And when you came out, you could go to college or you could take money. And he went to college, and he was in Toronto, and they had this new team called the Huskies. And the Huskies were the first NBA team, right, in Toronto that didn't last the season. But he went to like 20 games, and he became a hoops fan. Of course, military was how a lot of the hoops spread, right? And anyways, he and I became best friends. He moved to Montreal, and of course, everybody there watches Boston, and he was a hoops fan. And so he introduced me to Celtics versus Lakers, and we would sail together and watch hoops. And I became a fan of NCAA, and then, of course, you know, I got the Pistons, but it started with Dave Bing and, you know, like way back when Cobo Hall was where they played, right? Like, you know, so I always had that influence. And then I got into marketing, and I got this opportunity to work for a brewery, and I got on the road with the Rolling Stones and Bowie, and met a whole bunch of artists and did marketing for music. And I'd done some work on sports too for the Blue Jays. And then I went to the television business, and I went to Barcelona in 1992 as the director of marketing for CTV television. And of course, saw the Dream Team, saw them live. and saw the human side of it, like in the squares with the public, because that was the first Olympics where there wasn't a boycott, right? If you go back, every place, apartheid, invasion of Afghanistan, Russians boycott of LA, like it's just nobody, Seoul, all those things were boycotted. And so half the countries there were like under the Olympic flag because the wall had just come down, right? And that was like David Stern had taken this league where teams were worth $3 million in 1980, that maybe 4 of them were making money. And he turned it around, and they were the toast of the world. And Michael Jordan was in 30% of the households in America and Canada as a jersey, right? A name. And, I was in the television business, and you know what I saw? It wouldn't have been a business, say maybe 10,000 people watching hoops. I'm like, oh, that's not good enough. But the thing I was negotiating all the other deals. I knew what all the leagues were making. And so, John contacted me and said, like, you want to come and work for me and help me bring NBA to Canada. And he said, we got the world championship of basketball, and I became the vice president of marketing and that. And so that was Shaq and Dream Team too. Right. So I'm there on that. I'm leading that. I'm working directly with the NBA. Starting in early, like over 30 years ago, right? It was 30 years, September 30th. John and I won a team without a name. We didn't have a name because that's not the strategy. I said to John, John's like, well, we have to have a name. I'm like, why would we make a name up without the NBA's participation? It makes no sense. They're the best in the world at it. They want a partner, right? You know what our competitors want to call it? The Toronto Towers. It was an old CBA team. You know what I said to the guy who really is the Raptor, because there's a real man there, and I have this on my arm because I am an OG, right? This is me. I'm an OG. It's on my arm. That's a man I know. And I'm telling you, I said to him, you'd have to have done everything in pike position. And he started laughing, and he goes, I'm laughing because you know what pike position is, because he was a gymnast, right? I'm like, Toronto Towers, like, how the hell? And I'm like thinking about that as a plush toy next to a baby. I'm going. But you know what the other thing is that in 1993, I said to John, like, the NFL had just launched 2 new teams, right? The Jaguars and the Panthers. And of course, I know the Lions and I know the Bengals. And I'm like, I said to John, like, how many cats do you need? like we're going around the world. Isaiah and I went to the Super Show in Atlanta, and believe it or not, that was the day of the white Bronco chase. And he and I watched that in a hotel room. Isaiah Thomas, who, of course, from a kid from Windsor, that's now my boss. He's my boss. Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, we went through this whole thing, and I basically said, let's convince the NBA that they should come to Canada. And the simplest thing was, we were trying to join a private club. So we don't tell them how great we are. We tell them how great they are, because they're going to read about us. They're going to know that. What they want to know is in our heart. And that's really the whole thing. There's a gentleman named Mike Kitchen, who's an NHL defenseman, Colorado, won 2 Stanley Cups, a coach with the Leafs. And he and I met up in a bar. And he's a good friend of John Bittos, the original owner of the team. And I didn't know that time. And the two of us started to talk. And we talked about how, when sports franchises were kind of affordable, if you want to call it that, right? Because we paid $125 million. The team's now worth $3.1 billion. But the people that were doing it then were, like AC Earl and Jimmy and my friends who came back and helped me do this song, because I had a loss in my personal life. My brother, esophageal cancer, gets sick December 20th. He's gone on the 2nd of January. I write another song, and this song tells me I have to reconnect to my friends and family. And then we have this reunion, because the reunion was canceled because it was all COVID, this. But for the men, it wasn't. They wanted this. They wanted embrace, right? Isaiah and I had a tremendous hug. John and I had a tremendous hug, because we loved each other, and we were working together in a war, right? We're in a different kind of place. And when you go through that with somebody, And I put my career on the line. I left a job where I was like a head of marketing and television, right? Going to Olympic Games, taking customers to events, and like being on the road with the Rolling Stones and Bowie. And, like, my God, that man said my name, right? Like, I mean, the kinds of experiences that were incredible. But that group came back and I said, I want to write a song. So on Canada Day, I wrote a poem. And that poem was called 13 Rules. And that poem ended with the words that start the song. Because in 2019, when that MLSC conglomerate was created, the heart of the people was crushed, right, by the machine of the corporation. So this is a song for the people. It's independent because I don't even know if they're going to play it in Raptors games. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to let my song be played where it should be played. Because you know what? That's the kind of organization they are now. Because they're going to look at this, instead of seeing this as a miracle and a wonderful, like, organic, creative process that happened because people had love in a room, and a man decided to write a song for his friends, and they said, let us help. I didn't pay those men to join me in that room. They joined me out of love. You need to watch this video. There's one that's coming that's going to be even better. It's going to involve this happening as I sing. It's going to involve dance and those two amazing young artists, but not so young, because you know what? They've never had a break. And when I saw that, and I thought about what I wanted to achieve in my life, at my stage in my life, first of all, I couldn't have written this song without the two of them, because I have a 26-year-old daughter. She loves EDM and hip hop. In fact, I think AC Earl and she are going to do a podcast about hip hop, because they became fast friends over the weekend. And it was the most enlightening thing for my heart, because my girl got to transport herself back to the 30 years ago when I was in the trenches with my friends, and she sees that my friends still love me, just like her dad loves her,
This
so when I
is
say
the
this,
perfect time.
I am telling you,
Perfect time for us to play this song.
You got to play my song.
You set it up perfectly. JS. This, ladies and gentlemen, on the Indie Show, I am happy to let y'all hear 13 Rules featuring Fab El. My guy, Sheldon, and I think there's one more other person in there. Let's go. 13 Rules.
In the winter of 1891, something had to be done. We in the north. One day I had an idea, and the first game of basketball began.
We sparked that fire, we started the game. We the Northern Hearts before it had a name. Started the game. 13 rules. 13 rules. 13 rules. 13 rules. Up north, we up now. We made the game, they love now. From a small place, El Monte, came a ball game that went buck wild. Who made the game? James Naismith. He made the rules. The game came with 13 rules, the arrangement that we played with before they changed it. 10 feet up, they lobbed the ball. At first, they played with a soccer ball. He got a degree in philosophy and Hebrew, and he moved to Montreal. Then he made a move to the States of school where he sparked the flame for the game we know. But the birthplace, no matter where it goes, is Canada, Ontario. We sparked that fire, we started the game. We the Northern Hearts before it had a name. 13 rules. 13 rules. From the Huskies to the Raptors, we run things this accord. Trust me, no cap, boy, we above rims, above backboards. We been on, we on it again, like Vince Carter with his arm in the rim. To all involved, show honor to them for bringing the team to Toronto to win. We giving our best, never come slack. Every year we on that. The message is clear like raw black. Raw black. Stoudemire with the starting five, and all the guys when they all combined took us on the high, gave us our desire to spark the flame and start the 13 rules. I can't hear you. 13 rules. Y'all say 13 rules. Say it again. Say it again. 13 rules. Black or white or brown, it don't matter now. Living life together in our hometown. Celebrate the win like a champion in our mind and soul. That's the real goal. 13 rules. I can't hear you. 13 rules. Y'all say 13 rules. Say it again. Say it again. 13 rules.
I guess it just goes to show what you can do if you have to.
Hey, that's what's up.
We do have a video. We have a creation video with the players. It's on our Instagram, so I don't know why you guys didn't get that one. So I apologize for that. So you can go to 13 Rules Inc. Instagram, just 13 Rules, no gap. You'll see a video with the players. That's not the real video, though. That's not the video with my blood or the video with the dancers and what is going to just kill. But
I'm looking forward to that. Make sure we get a link to that.
Yeah. We'll make sure you guys get a link to that because the next video, there's going to be lyric videos. AC wants to do a remix. That's AC in the back, man. He loves music. He's writing a book about hip hop, man. The history of hip hop.
Okay.
Him and my daughter were like schooling each other. Her schooling him on new, him schooling on her on old. They're going to do a podcast. It's like they're just like it's like the magic was amazing, and to have that as a father to connect to your kid, to your work and your friends, so amazing,
man. So ultimately, what do you want to do with this song?
Well, I've incorporated. I'm bringing my friends in as owners. My company will be majority minority owned. It'll give 5% back to charity. It will only sponsor women's sports. I want to sponsor the WNBA because I don't think the men need it anymore. We're going to do apparel, but we're going to do literally documentaries, a movie of my life, because I've had experiences that would be very unique for a white man. I will tell you that. That's all I'll say. And those experiences.
No, I believe it. I'm getting that energy. Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And then you don't. I'm telling you, I think it would be an 8-hour movie, so I'd have to cut it back.
Yeah, you might well go ahead and do that miniseries, dog.
I am like Forrest Gump meets Almost Famous meets I don't know Compton. I don't know. Like it's a middle. It's a bunch of stuff, right? It's like, like Isaiah Thomas was my boss. Like, how do you do that when you're a kid?
I mean, especially with you growing up as a Pistons fan, for it to come around and he's your boss. I know you was going crazy. Real quick, Jay Kales is in the audience. He says, if they don't play this during games or for promo, they are straight hating. This is arena music.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what it is? I need the people to help me. That's what I'm asking for. I'm asking you to help. Tell your friends, help me. I'm hoping to share this song with Charles Barkley. I put Rod Black as a personal friend, and Rod loves him and Charles are friends, and he plays golf up here all the time. And when next time he's coming up, we're having drinks. But I need to go over the top because the man's going to stop us. They're going to try to stop the indie from happening because we're not the corporation. We're the real people. So I need you guys to reach out. I love my friends that helped me on this song. We did it out of love. That's why it's a great song. Sheldon beat a pail on the side of the sidelines of the Raptors, paid nothing, right? And he has a full-time job. He can't wait to quit so he can be something more. And so my gift to them is their gift to me because I couldn't do it without them. And I come back to the beginning. Can you believe that Sheldon was born on the same day as James Naismith, and I was born on the day he died? Tell me.
It was meant to be.
Hey, man. And I'm telling you, that's not there. I'm sure there are people out there that hear that and say, yeah, it had to be. I was the man to do it. I had to lead it, but I need to have help from my friends. And when you have love and you're real and authentic, and today that's what we need, right? There's so much fake. There's so much fake. We got to cut through all that. We're real. Help us. Help us. We'll give it back. We want to honor. We want to respect. We want to pay it forward. And we want to celebrate the people that got us to where we are and not forget who they are. That's it.
Yeah, man, well said. I can feel the passion. Really quick before I go to a different segment, because ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to the one and only David Strickland, founder of 13. I'm about to say 13 Records. 13 Rules. Yes. Sleepy Brown, he had a record label called 13 Black. So I almost went crazy. All right, so 13 Rules, David Strickland. You said your life. We've only chipped the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And you have this whole Forrest Gump thing going on with your life. Can you give me one crazy quick story that you can share with us?
Man.
One crazy quick story you can share with us before we move on to something.
Okay. I don't think I've ever told this in a public place.
JS, you got to give him the full screen.
Okay.
This is it.
Okay. So I'm on the road with the Rolling Stones. I always stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel. I'm in Vancouver. First of all, that show that night, the most famous person there as one of my guests was Joe Theismann, because he was launching ESPN Sunday Night Football. I think it was Sunday Night Football. And Joe Theismann's there, but there's another woman in the room. And that other woman, I just look at her. She's like totally cute. She's brunette, and she's like not voluptuous in any way. I thought it was just really cute. I get introduced, and she said, "Hi, my name is Pamela Anderson." Of course, I'm like, I love that version of Pamela Anderson, the petite brunette, and then I didn't even know. So that's the first half of the story. So in that night, I'm with Pamela Anderson, but she's not famous. That's amazing, right? Okay. Then that same night, stumble back into the hotel. Okay, I've been on the road, so I know all the band, and I know Lisa, the backup singer, and I played pool with Richards and Ronnie Wood. So like we're all good. And I'm coming back in the elevator, and it's Lisa, myself, and Ronnie Wood and Charlie Watt are in the elevator. And the elevator doors are closing, and just as they're closing, there's a button that gets pushed, and they open again. And who's outside but Bill Wyman? So Bill Wyman comes in, but who has he got? A very young girl. And they come into the elevator, and there's like silence, right? Because it's like, you may know some stories, but I'm not going to talk about them in a direct way, but you can imagine why that might be a little bit creepy. And so the door's shut, and like I was always one floor below the band, but like this elevator stopped at like 8 or something, right? And it was clearly the floor for this person, young woman, if she could be classified at that, I wasn't quite sure. And the doors open, and there's this awkward thing, and the girl leaves, and Bill Wyman comes back in the elevator, and the door's shut. And Lisa said, "That was one disappointed young girl, Bill." And I just about peed myself, because it was a way for her to cut and make a statement, right? And it's like they got rid of him after that, right? Because he had so much problems with young women. So anyway, so there you go.
There we go. Hey, you heard it here first on the Indie Show. You need to tap in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on bbclife.com. All right, usually on this show, we have a segment called Mastermind Games. And in Mastermind Games, we play games. Every time you get a question right, someone in the audience wins some money. All right, so I have 10 questions or whatever. But because I like talking to you, I'm just going to give you guys just a taste, just a few of the questions. But I'm going to let Sheldon and Fab join in the game. So I want to see who can answer these questions first. So bring back Sheldon and Fab for me.
So you don't want me to run the card?
Oh, yeah, please. Yes, do the yes. Intro, please.
Let the games begin!
All right, so I got 3 questions, and the first person to answer the question gets the question, wins that round. All right. This game is called ballin'. All right. So in ballin', there are ballers who are rappers. All right. So I'm gonna give you a clue. You have to guess which baller I'm talking about. All right. So if you put your hand up in the air, just like you buzz it in. Got it? All right. Are you gentlemen ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ready.
Excellent. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. This is just an example. This man probably should have considered practice before recording his debut rap album.
Shaq.
Oh, we gotta throw someone under the bus. Should have practiced before recording his. So he
I'm going
sucks.
Shaq.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, you have to put your hand up, and then I'll call on you. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So the answer is AI.
I didn't even know.
Man. We talking about practice. All right. So that's how the game goes. I'm gonna give you a clue. You have to figure out.
Right. Okay.
Got it. All right. Here we go. First question.
Can you put it back?
Right.
Yeah. Despite his new moniker, this NBA baller might not actually win a Nobel Prize. Yes. Come on, Fab.
Hey, man, he changed his name to Meta Peace.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Round on 10.
World Peace.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go. Yeah, and J. Kales, he got the what you call it. So all right, next question. Yes, people in the chat room, this is an interactive show. You can guess too. All right, here's the next question. Fab has 1 point. All right. Oh, this is a hard one. Maybe this NBA player rapped about croissants, the Eiffel Tower, and being a point guard. Yes. Yes, Fab. You raised your hand first.
Is it Kobe? Kobe?
You are incorrect. David, you raised your hand second. The answer is Tony Parker. There
I got it.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was Dave.
Okay.
That was Dave. Dave got
that
one.
I got that right.
All right.
Dave got that. Give Dave that
Je
point.
parle français. Faut que tu parles lentement.
Now, here's one. I'm skipping ahead. What do the Charlotte Hornets, the Calliope Projects, and the Gold and Platinum Tank have in common? Yes, Fab.
Master P.
Is the answer Master P? Master P is correct. We having fun. I'm gonna give you a couple of more. All right, here we go. Look at this. Just because this footballer was named after a kitchen appliance doesn't mean he was cold on the mic. David.
The refrigerator. The fridge for the Bears.
William the Fridge Perry, yes. We got 2 for David. Sheldon, are you playing? I just wanted to make sure your mic was working.
Yeah, I'm amongst very, 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 very talented and very educated guests. I'm up against heavy competition right now.
All right. Here we go. This is the last one because I got some last questions I need to ask David. All right. Maybe his subpar lyrics is what got his house burnt down. Those flames were rising to the top.
Man.
Those flames were rising to the top.
And he had the subpar lyrics. So this guy.
I don't know. His house got burnt down.
Yeah, that's the one I don't know.
What's subpar lyrics? Flames were rising to the sweat. The subpar lyrics.
No, I don't have one.
It has to be an athlete. It's an athlete.
Yeah, the chat room says Andre Rison.
Rison. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Andre
it?
Rison is correct. That is the correct.
Yeah,
right,
I wouldn't.
Kels.
I wouldn't have got that one.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah. I try to make them hard. Thank y'all so much for playing. This before we get up out of here, it's time for Indy University.
Yay!
What was that? Oh, okay.
All right, Indy University, we got 5 questions for independent entrepreneurs. David, are you ready? All right, here we go. First of all, let me get that off the screen. All right, question number 1. Someone watching this interview may be contemplating starting their own business. What advice would you give them?
Well, don't listen to people who tell you things can't get done. Right? When people tell you that, it means they don't have what it takes to do it themselves. That doesn't mean it can't be done. You don't listen to that. You just have to ask yourself. You start with the end in mind, and you say, if I want to get here, what are all the things that have to take place before I get there? And when you work backwards and you define your path, then you can move on to that path.
Man. Dang, no, that's crazy. Next question. How do you get the world to notice you and your business? What's your marketing strategy?
Well, first you have to have a great product and it has to be genuine. And then you have to do things different. And so my point of difference is, well, being authentic, but saying I'm only going to support women because they need it, and giving back as part of my brand, and my board is going to be 5 women, 4 men. I'm going to have 5 people of color, 4 Caucasian people. My business will be majority minority owned, and I will be the leader, not because I'm white, because it's my role to lead these people, and they're my friends, and they're not, they don't look at me that way. I never had that in my life, because people who helped me when I was younger fed me, right? First one was a Chinese grandmother of a friend. She didn't speak any English, but we communicated, and she fed me and made amazing food. So, I can't judge people any way but looking into their eyes and their heart. And so, that's what it's about. First, don't be fake, be real. Find something that no one has. What I created is a blue ocean. A blue ocean is where there are no competition. A red ocean is where there's sharks. There's blood in the water. You need to get out of that water. You find a blue ocean. Yeti was a blue ocean, a $300 cooler because it was better. Mine's a blue ocean because it's a hip hop EDM anthem that makes you want to move. It's for 20 to 30-year-olds who are sick and tired of listening to old rock anthems or quirky hockey songs or things. They do not have something to celebrate. And in the process, in my case, I want to celebrate pioneers, right? Pioneers that made the world different. For me, pioneers included a lot of Black men that inspired me and make me want to continue to fight, because only as a white man can I challenge other white men. And that's what I do.
Yo! My God! David! Says, I want to meet Uncle Dave. Next question.
I am a single man.
J.K. said, Dave is a real person. Great guess. He also said, David's drive and humbleness is infectious. Next question. Indy University. Let's go. What's the greatest joy you've gained from starting your own business?
You know what? It all happened on the weekend. It was hugging my daughter. That's what it was. Because I got to teleport her back to the place. I'll tell you a story. I was a single dad, married to a woman who just couldn't sacrifice her for a child. And at 2 years old, she handed her to me and left. And so I had to figure out how to cope. And, and my daughter is everything to me. And I had a door and a house, because I got a house downtown Toronto when we won the franchise, right? A nice house. and I had a bathroom door, and I marked her height, and on that door, and I marked that height all the way through, and I moved that door 3 times. She didn't even know I had it. And when I came to where I am today, it's now my pantry door, because I wanted her to know that that door is still here, that this is her home. That's me.
Next, is there a scenario where you give up on your dream and sell your company to go work for someone else?
No. It's more like expand my collaboration network, right? Like, I didn't even know, but like Joe Carter and Rod Black have bought like an amateur baseball team. So like, they want me to talk to them about that, right? So I'm an ideas guy. I can figure out how to change things. I don't like seeing things stay the same, right? And so, there's just so many opportunities, and there's so many friends, and I don't want to sell out. I want my daughter to own this, right? This is my legacy I can leave her. Like, think about that. I left my daughter a song and a company, right? And I didn't think 6 months ago, I didn't think this was going to happen to me. I was very, very sad because I just lost my brother. And I've lost my mother, right? And I've lived life where I've had a lot of not so good things happen to me, okay? And those things have traumatized me. But I do not let those things drag me down, because if you waste energy on the people that tell you that you can't do things, that you're not good enough. I had a part of this song where someone told Sheldon he wasn't good enough. And I said, you don't know what you're talking about, because you don't know what I'm trying to do here. So, you know what? It's all about being real, right? I have lots of songs I've written. Maybe I'll publish some of my songs, right? But those songs aren't like this song, because this song I did for my daughter, because I wanted that generation to have it and to teach them something in the process. Tell them the story of a man who, think about it, it's not a very old game, yet the world loves it, just loves it. And it's an amazing, amazing game. And Canada has risen up. We beat the US for bronze medal in the World Cup. We're going to the Olympics finally, right? We have kids that were inspired because we fixed hoops in tough neighborhoods, in places where people need to be lifted up. And that's what the people who did in the beginning. And the people who do that now may do the same thing. The difference is it's all about a sponsor and money and some other thing, right? It's not about what we did. What we did was build the base, made people believe, told them that you didn't have to win to have fun. You just had to believe the team was going to play hard. And we beat Michael Jordan. And the other day, oh my God, AC said to me, he said, we took those guys out for a party the night before. We had a massive party for them, Dave. It's like, he said, we just kept those guys up all night. And I'm like, and I am like, oh my God, AC, that's so funny. Anyways, we did beat.
Right. Good stuff. Last question for Indy University. Here we go. What's the one misconception about owning your own business that people need to know the truth about?
I don't think you never have as much money, I think, as people think you do. I don't think that people know how hard and how fully dedicated those people that actually succeed are, right? They think they're lucky. I mean, I've worked really, really hard to be lucky, and I think that's the whole thing. It's just like, work hard, imagine and believe that you can do it. Don't ever let yourself doubt yourself. I've had self-doubt. It's coming to me. So I'm not going to tell you if you have it now that it can't happen, but I'm showing you that you can turn it around, that you don't let it defeat you, that you lift yourself up and get yourself back on the road. And the one thing you need to do is ask for help from your friends, from your family. That's probably the biggest thing that happened for me. All of a sudden I said, oh my God, one of my best friends has like $2 billion. I want to just ask him a bunch of questions and we want to talk to him again. Right? Not because he has money, because we are reconnecting with what we did together. And that's the part of it that I miss the most, right? It's not the same anymore. You can't, I mean, when Apple or Prime Video pays the NBA $75 billion or whatever they're going to do, salaries are going to be, the whole league's going to have a 60% increase in revenues. And the average guy's going to, like the top guys are going to be 60, 70 million a year. This is going to be more.
Something I'm out of the loop. Is this something that's going to happen?
It's what people are predicting. It's what's happened with Prime Video took ESPN Thursday Night Football with 3.5 million viewers and got it to 14 million by sending out emails to people in their database. So Prime Video has proven the ability of direct. See, the thing is with over the air, they don't have the people you have. There's no real people. In Canada, it's 6,000 people in a panel telling you that there's 100 million people watching the Super Bowl. Right? The world's now about measurement, real. So what's happening is sport is going to become bait because Apple has sucked because they don't have enough content. They don't have content. They don't own anything. You know, Disney became an overnight success by buying every single franchise entertainment from Marvel to Star Wars to Pixar, all those things, right? They paid $4 billion for Star Wars. What do you think it's worth now? 20, 40? NBA team that was paid $125 million at the time, half of what the Maple Leafs were worth, is now worth $3.1 billion according to Forbes, and the Leafs are only worth $2 billion. Crazy.
Man, look, we learning today. This is the indie show. I didn't expect any of this, but all the conversation, all the stuff that happens in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only David Strickland. All right, so before we get out of here, I got one last segment. It's called The Last Word. The last word, we just go around and just kick our shouts. Shout outs to everybody. And I also wanted to bring back Sheldon and Fab. I want them to kick their shouts with us as well.
Yeah.
They've been sitting patiently in the green room, so I got to show them some love. All right.
Right.
So Uncle Dave, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, shout out to Sasha Stoltz doing our work and promoting us. Shout out to Josh Hall, working hard to keep our events going and move the business forward. And my daughter, Sarah Strickland, and the love of my whole dream in life. And John Bitto, Rob Block, AC, Jimmy, and Tracy Murray, who wasn't with us in Denosh.
Denosh.
So
Denosh.
Those are my Denosh. We got them. Okay, guys.
Fab, what you got? Kick your shouts.
I'm gonna reiterate some of the ones that David shouted out. Shout out to the OG Raptors that came through. AC Earl, Jimmy King, Tracy Murray. Shout out to Sasha Stoltz, definitely, for putting the work and getting us on the platform. Shout out to Sheldon, Sheldon Universe, my guy, my brother. Shout out to Uncle Dave, aka Super Dave. Shout out to, I don't know his last name, but shout out to Josh for holding it down in Uxbridge. Yeah. Shout out to Albie, aka Fat Albie, for the background footage. Shout out to Yoshi, Big Yoshi, for the music video. Man, shout out to our brother Abassi for always inspiring us. You already know. He's one of our, longtime friends, over 20 years. Shout out to you. Should I call you Mastermind?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, brother, for having us on. I like the show, man. I like the whole setup, man. This show's dope. I'm gonna let people know about it. I'm gonna put the word out. and hopefully we'll be back. And last but not least, hey, shout out to the Most High, man, for making this all possible, bro. You know, we stay prayed up. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God, thank you so much. All right, Sheldon Universe, what you got?
You left me no one.
That's the whole circle. That's the whole circle.
What they saying?
We are. I mean, the first you got. I mean, God first, family, everyone around us. I love. You know, it's just. I'm so grateful for everyone in the circle. Of course, you guys all know Sasha. Thank you, but I have just everyone to thank that you guys thanked, and I'm thankful to be here. Just every moment counts, every opportunity to hear our voice counts, and you made it possible, Mastermind. Thank you, David. You are the leading fire. We start that fire. We started the
game. How you mean the North, baby?
Spread the word, everybody. Get your friends to listen to our music, please. We need your help. We're asking you to ask. We need your help because we're fighting the man. We need your help.
We're fighting the man. You hear him? We're fighting the man. We're mobilizing. Let's do it. And you one of my people. You might want to be an indie insider. This is the call to action right now. The call to action. David's one of us. David, I appreciate you. My shout outs. Thank you so much. One, for keeping it 100 throughout the whole show. Thank you so much for your time.
I got teary eyed.
Man, he kept it for real. I was just like, yo, this
I've been doing that lately too.
You're talking to me like we've been friends like forever.
That's how I met him. That's how I met him. And that's why I said he leads with his heart. He talks real. He's so real. And you're just like,
I appreciate that candor. Yeah. Yes, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And dude, you need anything? Hey, I would love to stay in contact. Anything I can do to help, vice versa. Hey, man,
you're in Atlanta, right? You're in Atlanta.
Fab, Sheldon, keep up the great work. And I'm serious. If y'all want to be in the hot seat like David was, submit some music to be in. We'll be the judge of that. I spotlight indie artists during We'll Be the Judge of That, and the audience gets to choose their favorite. So I love to have y'all back on a future episode. Just go to theindieshow.co. If you're an independent artist, go to theindieshow.co. There's a section for you to submit your music videos.
And you're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm outside Metro Atlanta. Yes, sir.
Right. I need to come to Atlanta.
Yeah, we're coming to Atlanta. We gotta come and start the show.
We're coming down there, baby. We're coming down.
Put on the show. We'll bring the heat. We're gonna bring the band. We'll bring the fire. We're bringing it.
Man, JS, what? I appreciate you. Thank you for making me look and sound good, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got any shout outs real quick?
Shout out the whole squad. Thank you to guests, man. Y'all music is phenomenal. The stories are great, and the camaraderie is infectious. Thank you guys so much. We can't wait to see what you guys come up with, and we would love tickets to the courtside. You know, once y'all are triumphant and everything gets popping, you know what I'm saying? Just bring us out. You know what I mean? We love Canada. We would love to visit.
Come through, man. Come through. Hey, I just wanted to say my IG. Can I say my IG real quick?
Yes, please.
My IG
people get in contact with y'all.
Yes, sir. I'm working on an album right now. I got new music on the way. You could reach me at Fab Elohim. It's FABELOHIM, or just go on Google, type in Fab space L anywhere. Fab Elohim, Sheldon.
You got me. You know the Fab. I'm the only Sheldon Universe in the world.
Sheldon Universe, yeah.
And I'm all
Word.
13 rules. Just
13 rules.
Instagram. Just go there, man. Watch all the videos. We got shout outs from men that played for Canada against Michael Jordan that heard our song and said, "Oh my God, you have left something for our country."
David Turcotte, yeah.
You got to hear those shout outs. And we're going to get shout outs from people all around the world.
Appreciate it, man.
My God, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the love. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on bbclife.com. It's your man, Mastermind.
Great show.
This is the Indie Show. All things.
Thank you, Mastermind.
Great.
Hey, yo, that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we indie, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The indie show with Master